What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Clutch Conversations, man. Episode 22. And boy, I know y'all might look at this score and be like, oh, it was a close game. No. No, it wasn't. The Ravens, man, just beat the Steelers 14-28, man. I ain't gonna lie. This first half was a blowout. It was a blowout. It was 21-0 first half. The Ravens ended with 28 points, but this game was an ugly game for the Steelers. Ugly game for the Steelers. I do want to say I definitely think if the Ravens playing like this, they can play with anybody. They can play with anybody. Lamar's precise. Derrick Henry ran wild. The defense played good. I mean, it was just an all around great night for everybody. You know, except for the DB. We gonna get to him. We're gonna get to him. All right, let me talk about the stats right quick, man. My boy Lamar Jackson. Was 16 for 21, 175 yards, 2 touchdowns. He didn't have a super crazy passing game, but Derrick Henry, 26 carries, 186 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. Lamar Jackson, 15 carries for 81 yards. And you got Justice Hill, 6 for 12, yada yada. Receiving, Isaiah Likely, 3 for 53. Mark Andrews, 2 for 27. Nelson Aguilar, 1 for 25. Rashad Bateman chipped in with 2 receptions, 24 yards. So, I want to talk about what I liked from the Ravens in this game. So, the Baltimore Ravens, man, I just want to say I love how they ran their offense today. I love every second of it. So, the Steelers playing, I was watching this game, any read option, they was focusing on Derrick Henry every chance they got. They was going to force, it was like, we're not letting Derrick Henry run route, which he still did. They was like, if y'all gonna beat us, Lamar's gonna have to run the ball, and I don't think that's smart. I mean, you just gotta pick your poison with that because you can't let Lamar run wild, because if Lamar run wild, then you could set a spy or you have to set 2 spies, and guess what? Secondary wide open for a pass. So I definitely think, man, I don't know if their game plan was something they should have did. I understand Derrick Henry is top 1A, 1B running back, however you want to, how to put it. But you just can't let Lamar run all over you, bro. You can't. And I think he kind of tweaked his back a little bit in this game. So I think he's fine though. I mean, I don't think it's nothing serious. But yeah, that offense just ran wild. They got whatever they wanted, they got it, bro. And it's just like, if they playing like this, bro, they're playing with anybody. Anybody in the league, they can give them a run for their money. They can give them a run for money, bro. And like I said, Derrick Henry is him. I know. It was the second quarter. It was their touchdown drive in the last when they got the 21 points. That touchdown drive to get on 21. They ran the ball 13 straight times. 13 straight runs. 13. And it's just like that dominant run style. That's the Ravens. That's who they are. I mean, they were missing Zay Flowers, so they didn't have that big playmaker that they normally have. But I was impressed. I'm impressed. Now, I will say, I think in the second half, they got too complacent. They got a little too complacent because you play better teams, you're not going to be able to. You go up 21, that's big. Don't get me wrong. But they scored one time in the second half. Against good teams, you're going to have to score points in the second half. So against the Bills, you're going to have to score points in the second half to beat them. So that's one thing I just don't want them to do. Just because you're up big, don't let that second half come in. You just get super complacent because it's kind of what they did. But bro, this game it was ugly for the Steelers. I'm gonna go on a little rant about the Steelers. But before I do that, I just know, like I said, the MVP race going on. Yeah, Lamar didn't have crazy numbers, but bro, it's just his presence, bro. How he extend plays, get out of sticky situations with his legs. Bro, you have to get him MVP, bro. You got to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, bro. And I'm not gonna put too much on Josh Allen because he played phenomenal this season, by far. But you got to give Lamar the MVP. All right, now let me talk about the Steelers. Right, don't know what I watched from the Steelers today. I don't know what it was. The only bright spot on offense was George Pickens, and he had a bounce back game. He had a good game today. I'm pretty sure he had over 100 receiving yards. Oh, he had 87 receiving yards, but he had a crucial touchdown. He had another big pass that he caught, but he got called back because of push off. Blow it up, blow the team up. Just get rid of it, bro. Blow the team up because I don't like this offense that Mike Tomlin is running. This super, we're not taking risks, we're not doing this, bro. Like I wrote this down and I actually made a tweet about it. Right? Oh, I forgot to like, comment, subscribe. I just ready to jump into the game. I said then, but I made a tweet about this, and I'm like, this might be controversial, but that 4th and inches that they had in the first or second quarter, and they punted the ball. You already down 14. So yeah, it was in the second quarter. You already down 14. Why are you punting that? Go for that. Your offense is already super inconsistent. Yeah, Russ was 20 for 29, 270, 2 touchdowns, no picks. But at the same time, if you watch this game, it was not pretty by any means necessary. It was not pretty. Because a lot of these stats are second half stats. To be real with you. Because in that first half, they couldn't get anything. I mean, nothing. They can run the ball. They can pass the ball. They can block. They couldn't do nothing, bro. It was like they didn't even belong on the field with the Ravens. And at the defense, they just didn't show any effort. The run game, like I said, was non-existent. They played now third quarter, they did play a little better. It looked like they had a little life, but that was quickly shut out because Derrick Henry took it to the crib, 44 yards. And I ain't gonna glaze Henry, but just know that's my boy. That's my boy. But man, just Mike Tomlin, man. I don't know if the game that passed us by. I don't know if he's just gotten old with the coaching, because he's been coaching there since what, 07, 08? I was 5. I was 5, 6 years old. So it's like, I don't know if the way he's coaching is winning, because this team is boring. It's just boring. You don't have receivers who's really gonna take the top off of defense. You got Pickens, but he's not a speedy receiver. He gonna get to the ball. He's gonna catch it. He's a contested catcher. That's what he is. You don't have that speed at receiver. You got Calvin Austin, but they don't really use him. They don't prioritize him. But like I said, you don't have that receiver that you want. And it's just, I think they need to blow it up, bro. Blow it up. Pickens had a good game. His emotions didn't get the best of him this game, but it was ugly. It was ugly. How many sacks did they allow? Yeah, Russell Wilson got sacked 4 times. I mean, 3 TFLs. This is ugly, bro. And Mike Tomlin has not won a playoff game since 2017, and that was against Kansas City. I don't want to say you get rid of Mike Tomlin because he won a Super Bowl. He won that bowl, but what has he done the past 8 years? Okay, I'll make sure my math is right. What has he done the past 8 years? Nothing. He's been complacent, just like the offense, complacent. Just coasting, going through the motion. And it's like, you're in an NFC North division and you got 2 of the top 5 quarterbacks in that division. You can't just coast. The Browns are the Browns. They the Browns. But you got Lamar and Joe Burrow in your division. This ain't that same division you once was playing against when you had Andy Dalton and no disrespect to Joe Flacco, but Joe Flacco. That's not that division. The Bengals, even though they struggled, but they turned around that second half. They just so happened to miss the playoffs. You got that division can beat you any given night, except for the Browns. Well, they're a quarterback, and they need a quarterback and a little more pieces. But them 2 teams can beat you on any given night. And I definitely think that Lamar's turning the page on losing to the Steelers so consistently. I think he's figured out how to have a balance, because even last year in the playoffs, my biggest critique that I had with Lamar is Why are you becoming so passive? I understand you want to prove people wrong. I understand you want to show people you're passive, but show people why you're special. Show people why you're Lamar. And that's exactly what he did in this game. That offense, man, I love it. I love it. I love every second of it, bro. And if they keep playing like this, they probably gonna make it to the bowl. Because if that defense playing how they playing, they balling. Except, oh yeah, I'm all over the place. But Brandon Stevens, he was getting bait. He was getting bait, bro. George Pickens was baking. I mean, he was getting beat. He was getting head tapped. Hey, they gotta play the Bengals. Not the Bengals, the Bills. More than likely, yeah. Because the Bills play the Broncos. They probably gonna beat the Broncos. They play the Bills. Hey, my boy, you gotta step up. You gotta step up. Now, I definitely think that the Ravens' toughest game is probably gonna be the Bills or the Chiefs more than likely if they beat the Bills. But right now, it's probably gonna be the Bills. It's the Bills by far because they ain't made Kansas City yet. But that game, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. Me personally, I think it's gonna be close. I kind of think I think it's gonna be a little more high scoring in this game. To be real with you, so I don't know. I don't know who's gonna win that one. If I had to pick a winner though, I'm gonna go with the Ravens. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. I'm a believer in this offense. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a believer in Lamar Jackson. I'm a believer in Derrick Henry. I don't know if Zay Flowers gonna be back. He probably will. I'm a believer. I'm picking the Ravens. It's gonna be a close one. But like I said, with the Steelers, man, blow this team up. Trade, just start over, bro. Is Mike Tomlin leaving? I don't know. The Steelers franchise is very patient. They don't have many head coaches. They only had three past 30 years, 35 years, something like that. So it was ugly, man. I don't know what you can look from it. This film. You can't look at this. You can't show future teams this. You don't want to show them. It's nothing you can take away from this to be like, I like this play, except for Pickens. That's probably it. That's probably it. But I'm gonna get off this game, man. The Ravens beat the Steelers 28-14. Now, let's get into the second game. Well, the game that came on before this one, man. Man. I know they dragging Justin Herbert. They definitely dragging Justin Herbert, man. But the Texans beat the Chargers 32-12. Oh, I almost dropped my mouse. 32-12. All right. I took way more notes for this because I low-key thought the game was going to be over. The game was over in the first half for me with the Ravens. I ain't going to lie. All right. The Chargers beat the Texans 32-12. Now, I personally picked the Chargers to win. I was wrong. They got it. Oh, I dropped my phone. I personally was wrong. This first half went kind of how I expected it to go. I thought it was going to be a defensive game. And it was in the first half. But that last drive of the first half, the Texans went on to score that. And ever since then, it was just Texans. I mean, my God, can the Chargers receivers get any worse except for Ladd McConkey? Ladd McConkey is the wide receiver 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, because he had no help, bro. And that O line was not protecting Justin Herbert. He was getting hit all night long. Like, I think the Texans had at least 4 sacks. At least 4 sacks. I need to double check that. But yeah, this was bad. This was bad and kind of similar to the Steelers in a way. I mean, except for Jim Harbaugh just got there. But this was not a good outing at all. I mean, Ladd was the only guy you couldn't run the ball. Justin Herbert threw 4 picks, but 2 of those weren't really not on him because Will Disley, the ball hit the man in the hands. He bobbled or fumbled it. Guess what? Other side. Pick. Well, it wasn't a pick 6, but it was a pick. Yeah, and I just I gotta give some love to Lad McConkey, man. He is a rookie playing like a vet. He had 9 receptions, 197 yards, and a touchdown. And he really wait, who scored the first touchdown? I think it wasn't him. It was I think it was a running play. I'm pretty sure it's running because Jim Harbaugh will run the ball. Let me double check. Okay, nah, it was I'm tripping. They had 2 field goals. He had their only touchdown. That's why I was confused. He had their only touchdown, and it was really just him. Quentin Johnson, he gotta go. He had 5 targets, no catches, none. I mean, just look at the targets, bro. Will Disley, 5 targets, 2 receptions. DJ Chark, 4 targets, 1 reception. Like, bro, it don't get no worse than that. And you can't run the ball. Like I say, you only have 50 rushing yards. So as a team with total yards, you had what? Under 300? You had what? 294? It was ugly. It was ugly. I didn't expect this to look this bad. I mean, the defense didn't do that bad until really I can't even say the defense really did terrible because they was pressing CJ Stroud. I mean, he did throw a pick. They was getting to him. But their defense, the Chargers defense, I mean, I'm tripping. Not the Chargers defense. The Chargers offense, bro, terrible. They need some receivers, and I also said this on Twitter. I'm T. Higgins. I'm trying to go to LA. It's an easy spot for you to be a wide receiver one. You and Lad, I mean, y'all can split it because they need them. They need help. Now, let's talk about the winning team. What I like from the Texans. CJ Stroud was 22 for 33, 282 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. So, Nico Collins was their saving grace. He opened the game up for him 100%. Because in that first half, they couldn't get nothing either. And we kind of was seeing what we've been seeing from CJ Stroud this whole sophomore season. Kind of been iffy, the sophomore slump, as they say. But Nico Collins, man, 7 receptions, 122 yards, 1 touchdown. He had 8 targets. So he only dropped 1 pass. And he looked good. He looked good. He looked great, man. And one thing is, CJ, he opened the game up to a little bit with his legs. I definitely think they didn't prepare for CJ to run the ball. I wouldn't even prepare for CJ to run the ball. He had 6 carries for 42 yards. So they just did good in that second half because that first half they had 10 points. It was 6-10, low scoring first half. They did everything in their power in that second half. They flipped the switch. They came out and defense started balling. I mean, because we had a pick 6. Who called that pick 6? And it was who called that pick 6? Where is the pick? Who caught the pick 6? Eric Murray caught the pick 6. He caught the pick 6 and he took it to the crib. So it was a defensive juggernaut game in that second half. They had 4 sacks, 5 TFLs, and 11 pass deflections, bro. Derek Stingley, dog. He looking like next year he might have a case for a top 5, top 10 DB in the NFL. I mean, he probably already is top 10 more than likely, but top 5, he might have a case next year if he keep playing like that because he had them receivers in the box. Quentin Johnson couldn't catch a cold. Lad McConkey is the only guy that they had, and and they also blocked a field goal. I forgot about that. They blocked the field goal in the fourth quarter. They just gave it to Joe Mixon, told Joe Mixon to run the store victory, and that's exactly what he did. So now they play the Chiefs play the lowest seed, and I'm pretty sure the Texans is the lowest seed. So they play Chiefs. That's going to be a good game. I personally don't think the Texans was going to beat the Chiefs. I was wrong about the Chargers, but I don't think I'm going to be wrong about the Chiefs. I'm not going to lie. Patriots, I don't think they're not losing to that Chiefs team. So the Chargers, a takeaway for them from this season, they shocked people winning 11 games. I didn't think it was going to win 11 games. No one thought it was going to win 11 games when Jim Harbaugh first season. So it was a successful season by far from what the Chargers are used to doing. But Yeah, people are dragging Justin Herbert. I've seen that. I mean, he particularly didn't play too well. He was 14 for 32, 242 yards. That 4 interceptions really look bad. And they really need to start adding interceptions on receivers or something because he should only really had two, I'll say. But yeah, that this was a bad game for the Chargers and a very impressive win for the Texans. I didn't expect this. Not even gonna lie to you. Oh, Will Anderson. Hold up. Before I get off this game, Will Anderson. Dog. You see this, right? Okay. Dog. Dog, bro. Like, the thing that make him so good is how fast he is off of the line. Like, that one play he got when he I think he wasn't CHR or was a runner. I think it was a running back. Bro, he got back there so fast, bro. I'm like, this is why he had Heisman votes in college. So you got to give that D line, bro. That front seven is very, very good, very good. So the Texans beat the Chargers, man, 32-12. Who, man, NFL games. What do we have here? Now, it was a report. Well, NFL is considering a possibility of changing playoff seeding formats this offseason. So the top 4 teams by win percentage will get a home game as opposed to division winners. And 3 teams, okay. So that will be the format, right? I don't know. I don't like that. I think they should just leave it to the division winners because it brings the excitement to the division. They should just, I like that. I like that format way better because if you win the division, you get a home game. And you have games that possibly can be great games, division rivalry. So I don't think they should mess with the format. They should just leave it how it is. Me personally, but who am I? They gonna make the decision if they want to or not. But yeah, they should just leave the playoff format the same. They shouldn't change it at all. It's working. If it's broke, don't. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So yeah. Now the games tomorrow is. Let me double check this. Make sure I got this right. So I ain't just talking outside my neck. I know the Vikings play tomorrow. The Eagles and the Packers. Oh wait, well the Broncos and the Bills come on first. The Eagles and the Packers play. The Commanders and the Buccaneers play. Okay. Then Monday, the Rams and the Vikings play. Ooh. The best game, I think, is going to be the Commanders and the Buccaneers game. And the Vikings and the Rams game is a sleeper, too. I think the Rams are going to play very good in that game. Packers, we're going to lose. I ain't even talk about that. Yeah. That's going to be a good game. That Commanders and Buccaneers game probably going to be the best game for me to watch. All right, we'll be 23 minutes in. Okay. All right. We got breaking news, man. Mike Vrabel, I can't say his last name. And the Patriots have been negotiating a deal to make him the next head coach. I agree. I mean, it's probably the best pick you could have. I still don't like how they fired Gerard Mayo, even though they said he wasn't, I guess, being a good head coach with being on time and just being professional. But I don't like firing him after one season. But you're getting an experienced coach. He took Tennessee to the playoffs when they had Derrick Henry. Was that with Ryan Tannehill? They had Ryan Tannehill. I think it was. They had Ryan Tannehill. So he took Tennessee to the playoffs. So he possibly can take y'all to the playoffs. You never know in that AFC division. They're gonna. I don't know what position they're gonna take. I seen Travis Hunter, but I think they should. Well, he is a receiver, but they might take Travis Hunter. What? Oh, not because they fail. They fail because dude won that game. And my thing is, people gonna get mad for Joe Milton winning a football game. The man ain't played since preseason. Who finna go out there and lose? And then if he lose, like he said, if I lose, y'all gonna call me trash. I want to win too. I feel that, bro, and I'm not against that at all. Go win your games, bro. You might be playing for a job. So New England got the 4th pick, and I think Travis Hunter is projected to go what? 3. But they can get dude from Arizona, Teratoa, Teratoa. I don't know how to say his name. I don't want to butcher the man's name. But McMillan, he a dog. He nice. They can potentially get him. He's a guy who can create separation. He's a tall, lengthy receiver. So that'd be a good pick for them, honestly. I don't think there's nothing they should be ashamed about taking him. So I don't know how that team's gonna look next year, honestly, because you give Gerard Mayo some shit and expect him to make some sugar. It don't work like that. So I don't know what more they gonna do. They gonna have to get people in the draft because one thing about the Patriots, don't nobody want to play in Boston. Don't nobody want to play in Boston. We don't want to play in Boston. Boston is a little. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. Oh, I found it. I was looking for this when I was talking about Mike Tomlin. I'm gonna pull it back up. Here you go, right here. Mike Tomlin postseason record from 2007 to 2010. He was 5-2. From 2011 to 2024, he is 3-9. What'd that tell you? What does that tell you? All right, we're gonna switch it to college football. Breaking news, man. Michigan backup quarterback, former Michigan quarterback, Alex Orji has committed to UNLV. He played 20 games at Michigan, started 3 games in 2024. He's a dual threat. So I see a lot of trends with dual threat quarterbacks. I like them. I got nothing against them, but they can't throw. Except for Lamar, he's different. Lay Lamar out of this. Lamar is in his own category. A lot of dual threats struggle with throwing the ball, and he's one of those who struggle with throwing the ball. Like you got Anthony Richardson. When he can throw like a deep ball, but he don't have to touch. Same thing with Miro. He just can't throw it all. He can't throw underneath. He can't throw medium. A deep route he can throw. I'll give him that. But he ain't got that touch either. And Orji, that's why he lost his starting job to I forgot who they started. I forgot who ended up starting for Michigan. But yeah, it's not his job, He struggles with throwing the ball too. And you have these super athletic guys who can run. It's just they one read, maybe two, and I'm gone. Instead of going through progressions and trying to find the open man, they just rely too much on their legs. I hope he's successful at UNLV, but it's just these dual threats, man. Their upside is so high. You want a Lamar or a Jaden Daniels at least, but everybody not gonna be that. That's guys who mastered both, who's mastered the run and mastered when to run. Everyone doesn't have that. So I hope he does pretty good. I hope he does good. Not even gonna lie. All right. I didn't really have anything for culture conversations today. I didn't. I ain't even gonna lie. Dang, I wish I had. I should have found something, but I didn't. But it's gonna be a little shorter episode, man. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, man. Tell everybody about Clutch Conversations. Go follow us on TikTok. Well, TikTok finna get banned, so I'm finna make a lemonade account probably tomorrow. So follow us on Twitter, Facebook, IG, all that Clutch Conversations, man. Thank y'all, and I love y'all for everything. This is episode 22. See y'all tomorrow for episode 23. Peace.